Hey guys, Combatant 5. So we are finally in the Tomcat. Now I figured I would go through and talk about some stuff that the documentation hasn't covered relating to the Jester AI in this little quick tutorial.
We've got a bandit, bra, 345, 84 miles.
Let Jester finish his call out there before I keep talking. So one of the things that Heapler doesn't talk about in their information, and I had to look on the forums a little bit, was how exactly you're supposed to use Jester in a multi-target engagement. Because you know the F-14 is famous. It's one of the first airplanes that could actually engage multiple targets at the same time using the AN/AWG-9 radar. So I figured it out through a forum post. So we'll go ahead and do that now just to kind of cover it for you guys. We'll do it, the first way will be how the Jester menu contextually tells you to do things, and then we'll do it the way that I think Heapler really intended you to do. So first things first, we'll go ahead and turn hot to these guys, and we'll tell Jester to single target track lock. And I clicked out of the menu there.
Got him at TT, target, 76 miles.
So we've got him locked. And we've got that sweet 1,000 knot closure, still outside of 50 miles. And we got a hot trigger with our Phoenixes. And so we've single target tracked locked the guy. And from this method, you can only engage one target at a time. So we'll light the burners and accelerate in. I'm not worried about getting back to the boat or anything.
67 miles.
67 miles, he says. $63, 2, 1. There's 59. And whenever we can VID the target, we'll engage.
Target, 56 miles. Target, 45 miles.
45. $40 miles. So we'll go ahead and trigger down. Fox 3, 1 away. Missile's clear, right side. See it going off to kill its target. So now we're going to just keep cruising in towards the target, supporting the missile the whole way in.
Target, 32 miles.
And I still can't tell what the heck that is. That looks like a backfire maybe a MiG-21.
Target, 19 miles.
19 miles. And we still have the target defensive.
I lost lock.
Splash. So now we'll wait for Jester to get back with us about more targets.
Can do that. Okay, we're on. We've got a bandit. Backfire, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, 9 miles. There he is. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and select our Sparrows. And we will pull the guy into lock using one of our ACM modes. Lead the guy off. And we should be good to fire.
Looks like
Fox 1.
1 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
So the way we're going to do this engagement, we're just going to blast through after we hit this guy.
Splash!
Splash.
The bandit is down.
There's that 21. Again, we're just going to blast through. Use our speed, use whatever we got in order to engage these guys. Now we'll pull her up.
Spike, 5 o'clock.
And we're in the turn. See, we're just about to depart here.
Bogey, fish bed, 12 o'clock, 1 mile.
Fox 2. And
2 o'clock,
splash.
Splash.
That's
They
him.
lost the lock, shit.
I think. Maybe he's gonna
4
live.
o'clock low.
And we'll give him another one just for good behavior.
12 o'clock. High.
Fox 2. Missile didn't take.
12 o'clock high.
So I guess he's still in the fight.
Damn it, I lost lock. 8 o'clock low. Low. Missile didn't hit. We're on a 6. Nice job. He's on a 12 sharp.
Oh, he punched before I could actually kill him. So that's a splash. Splash 3.
Looking good. He's on her nose.
So that's kind of how I think Heapler's wanting you to do these engagements, or at least they're kind of encouraging you to do things. They're encouraging you to do things with an STT lock via the way the Jester menu is set up. So you'd think that you'd have to tell Jester to use TWS mode, but he actually does it automatically, and this was kind of a surprise to me. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate a TWS engagement here for you guys. Okay, so once again we're back in the front seat and we've got Jester in the back. So we will go ahead and wait for him to give the call outs. And I'm going to go ahead and tune up my TID repeater. And he's starting to classify targets.
There's a bandit, drop, 345, 85 miles.
So again, we'll select our Phoenixes and turn on the master arm switch. Now, we don't actually have any real perfect ranging information. We don't have a given range. So what we're going to do is each of these lines and spaces is 20 miles. So you can see we are about 1, 2, 3. We're probably about 70 miles-ish from the first target. We can also look at the range here, and that's the range to the nearest target. And now we've also zeroed our bearing as well. So we are pretty well on an intercept course. Now, I've read in the manual that the pilot should get kind of a T or something to guide him and give him guidance to the center of the group. I have not been able to find that anywhere on my VDI or my HUD. Don't know if it's not implemented yet. Don't really know. Again, the Heapler manual is kind of sparse on weapons employment symbology. That's one of the major gripes that I have with the manual specifically. You can't or it doesn't have any information about Jester, what everything does, and then it doesn't really have any information about symbology anywhere. So it's kind of figure things out yourself. So in order to kind of help us judge distance, we're also going to tune the TID display by telling Jester what ranges we want to see on it. So we'll go ahead and go to BVR, scan distance, and we'll tell him 50 miles. Because I'm not going to shoot these things unless we're within 50 miles. So you can see we've got our 10-mile line here, we've got 20 miles, and then behind the stick there we'll have another 20 miles. You really can't see it even if I lean around. Another gripe, Heapler, please let us hide the stick. It's really hard to read this display, and you would probably be able to read it otherwise. Okay, so we're within 40 miles on all targets, so what we're going to do is we're literally just going to start firing missiles. So Fox 3 times 3, trigger down, 1 away, clear, and again, 2 away, clear, and got caught through the wake turbulence there, and 3 away, clear. So we've now just fired on all 3 targets without them actually knowing we're coming in. So we'll go ahead and swap to Sparrow mode, and now our job becomes supportive. All we're going to do is we're going to support those missiles. So I'll go ahead and put the burners in here. And I'm also probably going to tell Jester to scan. It doesn't let me specify any of that. So now we're going to... Nope, we're already starting to get hits.
Flash.
And kill.
Bandit is down. Okay, flash.
And anybody that's left, we're just going to clean them up with Sparrows.
Bogey, fish bed, 12 o'clock, 2 miles. Roger. Unable. He's dead ahead, dead ahead.
So we'll use PLM. There he is.
Closing.
Fox 2. And splash.
The bandit is down.
And that's 3 targets, and we didn't actually have to turn with them. So that's how you actually can use Jester. He will automatically enter TWS mode. What he will do to help the priority, give me just a second to turn this off. He'll automatically use TWS mode on your radar. He will automatically classify targets friend or foe to help the priority. As far as I know, he may do other stuff in the back seat. The post that I found on the forums was a little bit older. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, stick it in the description below. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the back seat, and we'll talk a little bit about how to use the missiles from the back seat. Okay, guys, so we're now in the back seat. So I've already gone ahead and, oh, looks like I didn't quite get one classified. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now we have all of our targets classified as hostile. We know they're all hostile. They're the only aircraft in the entire mission. So now from the back, we can actually do the same kind of deal. We're in TWS. We can go ahead and hit the launch button. And Fox 3 times 3, 1 away. Pilot would call it out. Clear. Fox 3. And 3 away. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now I may have fired a little far out here. 48 miles should be good to go. We'll tell him left 5 more.
Roger.
Just keep them all in view. Because remember, now our job is supportive. All we're doing is we're supporting the missiles as they go in. And you can see our computed time to impact there on the right side. And we will actually go ahead and, if I can remember how to change my display to TV. There it is. Yeah, guys, I'm still learning the Rio pit, so I am going off of notes here.
On it.
Now, ideally, as a Rio, what you would do is you would actually support your pilot with range callouts and that kind of thing, just to give him some more information. Like, this is a really bad way to do this. I have this set up to where I'm showing 200 miles. You'd want to keep your TID scale pretty good, because that's the only information he has tactically. And we'll go left another 5. Splash 1.
Copy that.
Hit on 2. And I'm going off of this. I don't actually have any good way of telling. At least not that I'm aware of. Other than through what their altitude's doing. And so I've lost all targets. So now it doesn't necessarily mean we're okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my antenna elevation. If it'll let me. Nope, not letting me. So we'll just go to PD search. Nope. Oh wait, yep, I've got one. And I can't remember how to slew that around, but we do have one left, so I'll go ahead and jump up to the front seat and we'll go ahead and splash him.
Not able.
Assuming we can find the guy. Jester's probably thinking, what the heck did you do with my seat?
We have a Bandit 340, 25 miles. Sorry, 21 miles.
34021. So we'll go ahead and go hop to him, and I'll have Jester single target track the guy. Yep.
Can't do that.
Apparently you can't do that.
Yep, roger that.
So I see the guy. So we'll hit him with a Phoenix as well. Remember, we do have TWS by default, so we can go ahead and just shoot. And so Fox 3. So that should give you a little bit of an idea on how that engagement's going to go if you're working the back seat. It's pretty simple. I mean, you hit a button and hold it for 3 seconds, let off when you see the missile, hit a button and hold it for 3 seconds, let off when you see the missile, and rinse and repeat until you're out of missiles. And that's pretty much TWS engagement in the Tomcat. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to stick them in the description below. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And hope you guys have fun with the airplane. Thanks.